I was pre-med in college, then I said I'd be a doctor, then I was political science, I said I'd be a lawyer, then I studied journalism. So I actually was working my way toward the arts without realizing. That's why I told my children, a liberal arts education is okay. You don't have to know at 7, I was 17 when I started college. You don't have to know at 17 what you're gonna do the rest of your life. So I worked it out, I found my way to theater. I started with Eugene O'Neill's Zenford Jones. First role, second role was Othello. I really didn't see anybody who looked like me. So I didn't aspire to act in movies because there was Richard Pryor and Sidney was on the end of his, but I liked.
Look 3 to 5 years down the road. Okay, you get to have what you need and want, assuming you're being reasonable and that you actually want it, which means you're willing to make the sacrifices that would make it possible. You need a pathway to it. You know, if it's 10 stories up above you, you need a staircase to get there, right? And so you have to build the staircase too. And so in the future authoring program, so you're asked, first of all, okay, you get to have what you want and need. That's the proposition. But you have to aim at it. You have to define it and aim at it.
You're going to go after the fight. You're going to go after it. You're not going to wait for the fight to come to you. You're going to go after it. And I learned, E.T., if you want to get out of fights in the D, the more you run, the more they're going to want to fight you. The more you step up and say, yo, you want. So I'm telling you, in life, you start running from a class, you start running from a subject that you don't like, it will haunt you for the rest of your natural life. It ain't going nowhere. But if you go after the fight, if you approach the challenge, you have a much better chance of winning.
Just complete it, right? Because a bad plan is better than no plan. It gives you something to improve. So even if your aim is vague, and even if it's off target, if you start aiming, and you see you're off target, then you can shift and make it more precise.
Start to recognize what you don't want. Oh, I thought I wanted this, but I don't.
Exactly.
So let me re-navigate and figure out what I do. And you might have to try a bunch of things.
Well, you will have to.
Work ceases to be work when you start to love it. When you love what you do, when you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. We were made to be productive and creative and resourceful. And I want to tell every entrepreneur listening at me, if at first you don't succeed, try again. If you don't succeed that time, write a book about what you learned from how you failed. There's always something to do with what you have experienced.
That's why you shouldn't get perfectionistic about it. You will absolutely be wrong. But you won't be as wrong as you would have been if you were aimless.